Welcome back to another episode of Reality Hits Matt. I'm your host, Michelle.
And I'm Matt.
First of all, we just want to thank all of our listeners for following along each week with us. Every week we try to get better.
We really appreciate it.
We do. Every listen makes us happy.
Yeah, and if you could help us out and subscribe, like, follow, rate, review, comment, all those things you can do on whatever podcast platform you're listening on, we'd really appreciate it.
So today we'll be talking about Season 1, Episode 7 of Secret Lives and Mormon Wives. Before we get started, Matt, you want to do your quick recap on Episode 6?
Sure. Season 1, Episode 6. Let's see here. So this episode is the Vegas trip.
Yes.
That we've been talking about, I think, for like 3 weeks now.
Yes.
'Cause it was a preview to a upcoming episode, and I thought it was going to happen, and it didn't happen. Now we're finally to it, but we don't even get all the way through the trip.
Right.
That we just get the very end of this episode is a little bit of Vegas.
Right.
So the episode starts out. I'm not exactly sure if this is the start. I did listen today. I spent a lot of time in the car going to work, coming back from work, and then taking Bucko, one of our cats, to his annual cardiologist appointment. So he listened in the truck today. He was wondering where you were because he could hear your voice.
I'm shocked that you could hear it over all the meows.
Yeah, he meows a lot while he's in the truck. But I think he was wondering where you were because he could hear your voice, but he couldn't see you.
Bucko.
Yeah. So I think the episode starts out with the girls getting together, not with Whitney.
Yeah.
Previous episode, she unfollowed everybody.
Yes.
That wasn't this episode. That was previous episode.
Well, they talk about it at the beginning of this episode that she unfollowed everyone.
Right.
The previous episode, she blocked Demi.
Okay, so this episode, she did unfollow everybody.
Yes.
All right, I'm trying to keep it straight here. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, no, that feels like 15 episodes.
I know. So the girls minus Whitney are getting together at Jesse's hair salon to get their hair done.
Yes.
How many? Was it all 7 of them?
6, because Taylor wasn't there.
Oh, Taylor's not there because she's like super pregnant still.
Yeah, and I just don't.
Is she going to give birth this episode?
No, not yet.
Oh my God. Jeez. Okay.
We're still in Vegas.
Oh, right. We're still in Vegas. So she doesn't give birth in Vegas. So that's good, I guess. So they're at the hair salon. They're getting their hair done. I guess Jesse's there. One of her stylists is doing, all of them. Jesse's not obviously doing hair. She's getting her hair done with all the girls. She's saying, I guess, she's having a party later. All the girls are going to be there, I guess, except Whitney.
Yes.
And this party is actually at her hair studio and event center. The Jizz Studio hair and event space.
Yeah, this is like called the Academy.
The Academy. Okay.
Like this portion of the building, at least the outside of it was called Academy.
So the Jizz hair studio and Academy space.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. This party is her saying goodbye to her labia.
Yes.
She's having her labiaplasty.
Yes. Making you recap.
Yeah, making me recap last week's episode.
Making my day.
So she has this party. She's having her labiaplasty here in a couple days, right before Vegas. Because why else would you, do it when you have a big party coming up? So the party's going on. They have the specialty drinks, which I don't see any drinks here on the bar in front of me. So I guess we're skipping another week of Pink Pussy, Labialicious,
Peach on the Beach.
And Peach on the Beach. So those are the drinks at the party. The girls were doing a little paint session. They were all instructed by Jesse to paint their perfect vaginas for her to get inspiration on her surgery. I think that's really all that happened there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We go further along. Maybe this was before that. I don't know. There was a lot going on last week, but Taylor goes to her mother's house. Mm-hmm. Dakota's supposed to be coming along with. He doesn't because they're having a fight. Taylor's mom tells her to call him. He doesn't answer. He texts back. He's like, I'm not talking to you right now. Obviously, it's her mother getting involved. So then she tells Taylor to text him that she's going into labor.
Yeah.
And he calls, and, you know, and it's just, he's like, you know, this is like the boy who cried wolf.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of a shitty thing to do. Like, just leave the man alone. Tell your mom to butt out for right now.
Right.
But I know, you know, she wants everything to work out, and they're trying to work through all their issues. So, whatever. But still, that's kind of shitty, I think. And then again, in the episode, Taylor and Dakota are fighting again. She's heading over to Jen's house.
Yeah.
To go out to Vegas.
Yeah.
I might be a little mixed up in the...
No, you're good. Yeah, she goes.
I don't know if I missed anything here, but so Jen and Zach,
yes,
are driving Taylor and Dakota to Vegas,
yes,
which was supposed to be a girls' trip. Dakota's going because Taylor's pregnant, like super pregnant.
Yeah, 36 weeks,
and all the girls are kind of pissed about it, and Zach's going too. And I guess we get into some issues with Zach and Jen.
Yeah.
They have apparently fight a lot and have a lot going on, and
yeah,
a lot of things happening. So Taylor shows up without Dakota.
Yes.
They got in a fight on the way there. She told him to get out. He said no. She kicked him out. She threw all his shit out and she left.
Yeah.
And then he shows up.
Yes.
So then they kind of hash it out, or try to, in the car, and they have a long drive out to Vegas. So they get to Vegas, and there was an Airbnb where all the girls are staying. So the car shows up. Everybody's already there. The car shows up. They had put a sign on the door, labias only, or whatever the hell it said, because that was the theme of the episode. And Dakota and Zach just come in, and I don't think the rest of the girls are too happy about all of it. And then we get into everything else that's going on. All the girls, I guess, before the trip were shown with their husbands, and they're asking them, hey, what if we go to a show, this and that? And some of them are like, it is what it is. And other ones seem not too happy about it. And I think Jen and Zach was kind of the biggest, he's like, if you go, just consider yourself like a single mom. Divorced, out of here. So they're in Vegas. Jesse gets a party bus. They're all heading out to... Jesse got the party bus, right? She's the one
Jesse got the party bus, and she didn't tell the girls what they were doing.
Right. And she's like, your husbands might be mad, but it's not the end of the world. It's not a strip club. Yeah. So they end up going to Chippendale's. Mm-hmm. They get VIP. Yep. Girls are rubbing oil on these guys. Yep. It's like a Diddy party. And I think it was Layla was rubbing oil, and Demi?
Layla, Demi, and Jesse.
And Jesse. Okay. Right. And then Jesse's trying to film TikToks. This no boyfriends, no husbands. Yeah. Jen doesn't want anything to do with it. I think Jen ends up calling Zach. We just get Jen's side of the story on that telephone call. Yeah. Zach seems super upset. And I think that's the end of the episode. Is there anything I missed?
Just that Whitney was at a
Whitney went to the farm, the horse shit.
Yeah, that was the only thing, which had nothing to do with it.
No, but that was your big, oh my God, there's a horse shitting on TV. And, after we got all this other shit going on. So, yeah, I remember that. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, the farm, which sounds cool. The homesteading, the taking care of animals, getting away from all these people that don't like her. Other than, I guess, Mayci's the only one that's still her friend. Everybody else has been talking shit about her. And even in that episode, they were... because this was the episode she unfollowed, because it was... Who was it that was like, what are we, in high school?
That was Jen.
Jen, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, yeah.
You did pretty good.
Trying.
You did pretty good. So... so episode 7, which is called The Book of Trust. So each episode is called something different, like the Book of... So I guess I should have started that from the beginning.
Oh, geez, we missed out, huh?
Yeah, but this one's called The Book of Trust.
Okay.
And it starts with where we ended off. So Zach and Jen are on the phone, and you can only hear Jen's side, and she is saying... Why don't you trust me? You know my values, you know my morals, you know me, please trust me. And Zach hangs up the phone, and Taylor's standing next to her, and she says, Zach, wants a divorce. He doesn't want to be with me anymore. Wow. And Taylor's, absolutely flabbergasted right now. So she doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, I remember talking about it last week, because she was upset. She called him, upset. Yeah. It wasn't her idea to go there.
And so
she was trying to stay away from the VIP area, the oil, the Diddy party, all that shit. So
Yeah, so in that room, she like stayed away from them. She did take a photo with them and then voiced her concern about how that looked with the girls. This episode, we find out that the little VIP area that they're sitting in and eating was actually not even in the performance space. It was outside of it. So she didn't even go
Okay.
into the performance space yet.
Okay.
So she hasn't even entered kind of like the venue, and he's already upset with her.
It's like the show hasn't started.
Right.
This is the VIP package pre-show.
Right.
Show hasn't started yet, and
Correct.
he wants a divorce.
Yes.
Okay.
So Mayci in an interview says that Dakota and Zach are mad that their significant others are going to Chippendales, and not even that they're at the show, but just because they walked into the building. She says it's shocking that they are so mad. Mayci thought this girls' trip would be drama-free, and if there were drama, it would be between the girls, but somehow it's with the husbands. So
Yeah.
she's like over it. She's like, the girls aren't even fighting, but the husbands are making this dramatic.
Yeah, making everything worse.
Jen is crying to Taylor, saying that she hates when Zach starts questioning her character because she's a good person and she's done nothing wrong here. And then it cuts to an interview with Jen saying that Zach is blowing up her phone and she should have known. So she's like, basically, like, I should have known the minute that Jesse said Chippendales, like, I should have just, like, left. Like, I shouldn't have even
Just hopped off the bus. I mean, she didn't even tell her. They pulled up.
Yeah, they saw
right?
the sign and pulled up, and then they,
Yeah.
like, kind of knew where they were
So
going.
she's going to get an Uber out of there.
I guess so. She says that the difference between the saints and the sinners is that her friends would understand her boundaries with her husband, and her being a part of this group has been a lot for him, and tonight has crossed the line.
Yeah.
Which I think I mentioned last episode, where it's like, if the husbands were just upset about this, but the girls wanted to be there, that would be one thing of having this argument that the husbands are causing drama. But Michaela and Jen expressed the fact that they were uncomfortable being there. And
Right.
then I think Taylor just didn't want to be there because she was pregnant. I think if she weren't pregnant, she would have stayed the entire time, regardless of what
Just
Dakota
full on
thought.
party mode.
Right. Taylor says that she's going to go home with Jen, and then she points, Michaela, are you coming with us? And she says yes. So the three of them decide to leave. And Demi says, oh, Dakota's pissed too. And Michaela goes, are we shocked? Taylor asks Demi, like, why are you surprised? And Demi says, because this is an extreme level. And that's how she says it. This is an extreme level.
Oh, wait. One thing real quick that I
Yeah.
missed in my recap was, is it Mayci that does the Sinner Sunday confession?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there was the confession of somebody had slept with Dakota after he was possibly with Taylor.
Yep.
And the girls were talking, a couple of them,
Yep.
with Taylor in the other room, like, should we tell her?
Right.
Demi was like, yeah, you got to tell her. So we didn't get anything more with that last
Yeah.
week, so.
That comes up later.
Okay, yeah, I just,
Yeah.
as you
No,
were
good
talking,
memory.
I missed it in my recap, but I remembered it was kind of important. Sorry.
No, that's good. No, it does come up later, so good catch there. So Demi's saying that them being mad is an extreme level, aka it's like not, it's ridiculous. Taylor says that she thinks that Zach and Dakota are confused about what the show is and are probably like showing each other on their phones. Oh, well, this is what I'm seeing online and this is what I'm seeing online, and like getting confused about their participation in it.
Yeah.
So she thinks that they're like amping each other up, which is what's causing a lot of like this drama.
Just like hype men.
Yeah, Michaela ends up leaving with them, which Michaela's husband last episode, she got off the phone. She said he was also upset.
Okay.
So I think that Michaela also didn't want to be there either. And that doesn't really come to play. Like, they don't mention Michaela and her husband. This entire show moving forward is only about Zach and Dakota.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure about Michaela's husband or like how that's framed, but Michaela definitely, like, this whole trip has like taken a step back and follows Jen or Taylor wherever they go, and she doesn't really participate in the other
with the
activities.
craziness of
Yeah.
of Jesse's party. Okay.
Demi says that this is a perfect example of misogyny in the Mormon church, and she's not sure this is going to be solved with them not going to Chippendales. And I'm like, no, it wouldn't be solved if they did go to Chippendales. Like
that's gonna solve all of the problems.
If they stayed and went to Chippendales, misogyny in the Mormon church would be fixed.
Eliminated.
Done. I'm like, okay, that's a hot take. So the three of them leave and the rest of the girls enter the auditorium, and then the intro song plays. We cut back to the three girls in the party bus.
Oh, so they went out to the bus?
Yeah. And
Just chilling on the bus?
no, they took the bus
Oh,
home.
the bus took him back
Yeah.
to the Airbnb, and that's
Yeah.
going to go pick the girls,
Right.
the other girls back up. Okay.
Yeah. So
Makes
the
sense.
bus took those 3 girls home, and the other girls are staying. The girls are being given headbands at the show, and these headbands, I had to pause it, have like antennas that have dildos on the top of them. And the one that Macy's picked lights up.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, wow. This is a lot. Jen is on the bus saying that it's so hard and she loves Zach so much that she doesn't want to disappoint him. She says that in this situation, she was giving him an opportunity to be more chill, but yet he didn't like prove himself.
Right. And it's like she could have just gone and then told him later, or he would have found out later.
Yeah.
But she called him. Like, she didn't want to be there. She called him, and then he freaks out.
Well, I think she had to call him because Taylor was texting Dakota and telling Dakota.
Right.
Because she didn't
Dakota was going to tell him.
Right.
But yeah, at that point, yeah, I mean, you got to save yourself and give him a call.
Right.
Either way, I mean, she didn't want to be there. It wasn't her idea.
Yeah. No, she had no clue. Like, they just showed up, and now they're being around oiled men. I don't know. Jen in an interview says that she feels like Zach is making her feel like she did something, like she cheated on him. And she says that it's so upsetting that he doesn't believe her, and she wouldn't do anything to jeopardize their marriage.
Well, I mean, it's all on tape. It's reality TV. Just watch the episode.
And divorce your wife. I mean, and I don't want to like break like the drama of it, but I'm like, how much do you want to bet producers were like, you have to go to the meet and greet and then we'll let you leave?
Yeah, I mean,
and then all the husbands were in on that. Like, Michaela's husband was like, okay, like, you can do that, but like, I don't want you to see the show. Like,
right.
You know, like, the back of my mind during this whole episode, I'm like, I bet you like they were told they had to go to this portion and then they could leave, but they had to be filmed there at least.
Yeah, you got to get the drama going.
Right.
Got to rile everybody up.
Taylor's probably like, I just want to go home, eat, and sleep. Like, she literally goes back to the Airbnb and just starts eating chocolate donuts. That's all she wants to do at 36 weeks pregnant. So we're back at the Chippendales. Demi says that this is her first time and her jaw is on the floor and she's absolutely stunned. Jesse and Layla are wearing their dildo headbands, and Michaela's wearing her light-up ones. Jesse says that she can't believe the other girls are missing this right now. They're letting loose and having fun, and that's what Vegas is all about. And I'm like, that's what your Vegas is about. Like, I feel like the 3 girls that left, at least Jen and Michaela, they're not interested in that.
Yeah.
Demi is taken up on stage by one of the performers.
Okay.
So not even Layla, it's her birthday and she's single. Demi is taken up on stage and she's sitting down in a seat and he straddles her and he's only in his Chippendale boxers.
Okay.
He pulls down his boxers to reveal his butt.
Oh my.
And then takes her hands and puts them on his butt.
Oh.
And so all the girls are like freaking out that he's doing this. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a lot. Like, this is a lot for me. I'm not Mormon. I'm like, oh my gosh. Jessie says that one of her favorite moments from the show was when Layla got pulled up on stage and then she like got bent over and like danced on, which I feel like that was more tame than the butt slap. So I don't know. I feel like those should have been swapped.
Yeah,
because Demi's married and Layla's not.
Right.
That's just my opinion. Back at the Airbnb, Jen says she wants to be back with her kids and Taylor agrees. Taylor in an interview says that this trip is going to be pretty shitty with her and Jen because they're on eggshells about what they can and cannot do and what they can and cannot say.
Yeah.
Jen receives a text from Zach in the middle of like Michaela and Jen and Taylor talking, and Michaela and Taylor are like raiding the fridge, and then Jen just like interrupts them and says, I just received a text from Zach saying, I'm done, Jen. I'm not interested in talking. I can't take this anymore with you.
Goodness.
Jen says that Zach is typically the type that wants to talk things out, so this response really scares her.
Yeah.
It cuts to the casino, and Zach is gambling.
Okay.
And just sitting at a table, not talking to anyone, by himself gambling. Dakota walks outside and calls Demi's husband, Brett. Dakota tells Brett that the girls went to Chippendales, and he's picturing worst-case scenarios in his head where male strippers are dancing up on Taylor at 36 weeks pregnant. And Brett just goes, dude, that's not happening.
Oh, man.
Dakota's telling Brett that he wants the relationship to work and that he wants to raise his kids with Taylor and have that family. He says he doesn't want to lose that, and that's why this scares him so much. Brett talks Dakota down, but we don't see like the whole conversation. Like, it was very short from Brett, but you could tell that it was a longer conversation.
Yeah.
And then Dakota thanks him for answering because sometimes he just needs to talk it out. The girls get back from Chippendales and they're being dropped off by the party bus. Jessie says that she's happy all the girls got to enjoy it, but now they're going to go check on the other girls since their husbands wanted them to be locked away in the house all night. And then they come in, like, if these were my friends that had to leave because they were having drama with their husbands, I would not come in screaming and wooing and like, woohoo, like, woo, party's here. Right. There's a difference between trying to, like, get the mood happier and just, like, rubbing it in their faces that you had a great time all night. And, like, Layla's, like, I got a souvenir and like waving it in the air and like they're all screaming, like it's so loud and they're just like wooing, and Michaela and Jen just look so miserable, and it's no one stops for a couple of minutes to say like, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Or, like, how is it gone?
Maybe that was staged. Maybe that was the producers egging them on.
I don't know. Like,
or they're
Jessie,
just really that excited.
I think it was just they were really that excited / probably a couple of them had been drinking that night.
Right.
And Jessie, like, has her phone up and she finds, like, one of the dancers and says, I found my future husband. Maybe she said Layla's husband, but, like, I couldn't hear it. Just said, I found husband. And then it says, God first, Chippendale's dancer second. She goes, oh, he has a heart. And, like, meanwhile, like, Jen's, like, staring at her phone and then she just starts, like, crying. And you can see her phone like has these text threads, like text, like paragraphs.
Yeah.
And then she just starts bawling.
Jeez.
So finally someone asked Jen what's wrong, and she said that Zach said he's done with everything. And then Demi goes, pardon me? Done with everything? The responses this girl gives pisses me off. It's too extra.
Yeah.
It's too much. I don't know if it's for the cameras, but like, if this is how you act in real life, I don't want you as my friend, because that's not comforting. And Jen just looks at her and she kind of looks like she's pissed that she like said it that way.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, he's like questioning my morals. He doesn't want to be with me if I'm gonna like not have values. And like, in the grand scheme of things, like, that's not okay to say because she does have morals, but
right,
she's just explaining what Zach is saying to her, right?
Yeah.
Demi asks if he really texts her that, and Jen says yes. She says, I'm sorry, but that's weird to me. Someone who carried 2 of his children and did nothing but support him. And she goes, that's gross. Sorry, there's no other way to put that, and I know it doesn't help the situation, but that's gross.
Okay, yeah.
It's just the way she said, and it's so harsh that, like, I feel like there's just a more sympathetic, like, empathetic way to come across of, like, Jen, like, someone shouldn't be talking to you like that, especially your husband.
Yeah.
And you guys both took vows, and you guys are there to support one another, and the fact that he's saying this to you when you've been nothing but a supportive wife is concerning.
Yeah, definitely.
Instead of just being like, that's gross. Like, you know, like, there's a way to approach someone when they're already, like, in that fragile state.
Yeah.
And I feel like she just comes off so aggressive, and it's a lot, especially when you're emotional like that.
Yeah.
Demi in an interview says that it's shocking that not only Taylor has to deal with this, but also Jen. Taylor tells Jen that she told Dakota that they were done talking for the night because she went home. So rightfully, all the girls are like, the conversation should be done because you left. Like, you didn't even go to the show.
Yeah.
Like, you came home.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to talk about.
Right.
And you can see it in Jen's eyes, but, like, you can definitely tell she just wants resolution to this instead of, like, just ignoring it for the whole night.
So has Zach just been texting her all night? Because I thought he didn't want to talk. Or was like, this is like the whole thread, and then he says he doesn't want to talk. Or he just doesn't want to, like, actually talk. He just wants to text.
So far, it seems like he is responding to texts, but won't answer phone calls and doesn't want to see her.
Okay.
So it seems like he's responding via text, but he keeps just telling her that he's done.
Yeah.
It comes out a little bit later, like, some more of, like, what he said in those messages.
Okay.
So at the house that night, Demi continues to just keep pushing the girls. Like, if I were in your relationship, I would want to jump off a cliff. She goes, aren't you guys both miserable? And then Taylor just goes, yeah, I am miserable. And she says it's not just in her relationship, but just in general. And she's like, but I created some of these problems myself. So,
Yeah.
and Jen's not saying anything. Like, she's curled up on the couch, like, not answering these questions. And I feel like that's just at that point, like, rubbing salt in a wound that's already open for that night.
Yeah.
Taylor in an interview says that since she's been seeing these issues already with Dakota, she feels like they'll just get worse in a marriage, and she doesn't want to end up like Zach and Jen in 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jen tells Taylor that she doesn't want Zach to be alone in his thoughts because she feels like he's just like festering in all these thoughts, so she doesn't want him to just sit in them. Taylor says, what do you want to do? Do you want to go see him? And Jen says that she won't be able to sleep tonight unless she talks to him. Taylor says that she doesn't want to see Dakota and she has nothing else to say to him. She goes, I just want to go sleep by myself.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with that.
Girl's tired.
Taylor thinks that they did what they were supposed to do by coming home and there's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the night. So the next morning, Demi tells the girls that last night Jen left the house at 2 a.m.
Oh, she left.
Yeah.
To go see Zach.
Yeah.
Okay.
And apparently, up until her leaving, Jen was like texting. And Jen had Demi read their entire thread.
Oh, geez.
So Demi, while Jen was texting, says, why don't you call him? And she goes, he won't answer. And she goes, why don't you see him? He doesn't want to see me. Demi then calls Zach the biggest narcissist and says that after she read the thread, it was 10 times worse than she could have ever imagined.
Oh, geez.
And she's glad she read it because now she understands fully what Jen's going through.
Yeah.
Apparently, Zach told Jen that she was disgusting, that he didn't love her anymore.
Oh, my God.
And that he was, like, absolutely appalled by her. He goes, I'm done, Jen. I'm, like, we're done. I'm done. You're disgusting. I don't love you.
Oh, my goodness.
And the girls are all shocked. Demi says in an interview that Zach was threatening to take the kids and move to his mom's house.
What the hell?
And Jesse says that he can't take those words back. Even if they work through this, she's always going to have that in the back of her mind.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah, like, I couldn't imagine any fight that we would have where I would ever be, like, I would ever think it's okay to say I don't love you.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Like, that to me is like, just, if you said that to me, I'd be like, okay, then we're done.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't, like, there's, like we said last week, like, there's got to be more going on in this marriage than just the Chippendales thing. He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big time.
It seems like there's a lot more going on.
Yeah.
And it comes out later that they got married when Jen was 20. So it's not like she's had, like, a lot of experience, and she's only 24 now, and she has 2 kids with him. So, like, you know, it's, you get married young in this church, and then you feel like you're stuck.
Figure the rest out as it goes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out.
Demi's telling the girls that Jen was trying to say the other girls' husbands were supportive, and she was thinking that maybe knowing her in this scenario, he would have said something like that. And Zach chimed back saying, stop trying to compare us to couples I want to be nothing like. He texted Jen that Jess cheated on her ex-husband, and Jess goes, that's not true. Where did he get that? Zach says that Mayci and Jacob are a joke and that Mayci walks all over him. And Mayci goes, it's called respect, bitch. Zach said that Demi is divorced and is married to a 50-year-old, and then she, like, starts laughing. Demi thinks that Zach is trying to come off alpha, but really he's just the biggest baby bitch. That was actually kind of funny. Mayci in an interview said she had an idea how controlling Zach could be, but she didn't know it was this bad. And Mayci said that this behavior is not okay and not normal. And she was the one that came from an abusive relationship. So I'm sure
she's the one that has been checking and out on Taylor and Dakota, seeing some red flags there.
Right.
Based on her experiences.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's probably concerned about Jen.
Yeah, she's like, damn, I was checking in on Taylor and Dakota, and now we got this situation blowing up.
In the middle of this conversation, Dakota calls Taylor, and she, like, puts him on speakerphone. Dakota tells Taylor that he's at a go-karting place by himself, and when Taylor asks why he's by himself, he goes, I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard from Zach. I don't know, Zach, bounced. I got a text from him last night saying he was going to his room, and then I never heard from him.
Huh.
And then when Taylor tells Dakota that Jen left at 2 a.m., Dakota reveals that Zach was gambling until 1:30 or 2 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So all night he was gambling, and she went home from Chippendales and then left at 2 a.m. to go see him. So, how hypocritical is that? You're out doing something that's taboo by the church.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna sit there
berate her about...
berate your wife?
Yeah.
About leaving a show she never even went in to see?
And she's back at the house all upset, and she can't sleep, and you're just out gambling.
Such a piece of shit. Dakota says that he doesn't even know what's going on. Taylor says that Zach was super upset with Jen last night, so she's just going through everything that he said. And then in the middle, she goes, well, he's upset because we went in and we met the guys. And then Dakota goes, oh, you met them? And Taylor goes, yeah, we met them, very matter-of-factly. And Dakota goes, well, you didn't tell me that. And she goes, well, I'm telling you now. And he goes, well, why didn't you tell me last night? And she goes, well, we didn't talk last night. I'm telling you now, so what's the problem? And he just kept going on and on.
Oh, my goodness.
Until finally Taylor's like, why did you call me again? And he goes, I don't know. I was just checking in. She goes, okay, cool. And then hangs up the phone.
Bye.
And all the girls were like, okay, So Taylor ain't taking shit from him. Mayci in an interview says that Dakota has a lot of insecurities because if he's going to get so upset by this, clearly there's something that he's insecure about because he's not secure in himself or the relationship.
Right. But she's also there. She's about to give birth.
Yeah, I don't think she was going to be bent over on stage and danced on.
No, she's just sitting there.
And
she met some people.
Her belly. And she is I don't know how she's surviving this trip. I wouldn't be moving very far if I were her. Taylor in an interview says she knows that for a fact her and Dakota trigger one another, and she doesn't know if he's picking fights on purpose or because she won't commit. Jessie said that she's worried about Jen because she's not answering anyone's calls or texts, and that she would like to say she's shocked by Dakota's and Zach's reactions, but she's not, and she feels a little bit responsible by all of this.
Okay.
I feel like you should feel more responsible about this.
This was your idea. You didn't tell anybody about it. You just took them.
Mayci says that she's tired of men ruining the trips, and Jessie agrees and says that the men have caused more drama in this group than the women, and the other girls say, Demi says that Jessie's a little rose-colored glasses without Whitney there, and Jessie says, true, I forgot she was in our group.
Oh.
And then says she's not in my group.
Oh, well.
Taylor's face is are we really talking about this?
Right.
And Mayci kind of steps in saying that she hasn't given up on Whitney being a part of Mom Tech yet. She thinks there's a chance Whitney could come back and apologize for what she's done. And then it cuts to a montage of her not showing up at Taylor's baby shower, her unfollowing everyone on social media after the divorce party, which is when
But she found out that everybody was talking shit about her.
Right.
So
So those two things, she's told Taylor, I didn't think you were a good friend to me, and I didn't think we were friends, so I didn't show up to a baby shower because I thought that was a good memory for you to have with close family and friends, so I didn't want to be a part of that and ruin it.
Yeah.
Then the unfollow, which she found out that everyone talks shit about her.
It's fair.
And then it includes the Fruity Pebble.
Okay, yeah.
So 1 out of 3 really requires a huge apology. The others require work on your relationship with others, which not everyone in that group is innocent.
Right. No, not at all.
So I'm what is... I don't know. You guys, I'm so lost.
This was Mayci saying this?
Yeah, saying
her
that,
friend.
That she needs to come apologize to the group.
I mean, Macy's probably just, everybody else is talking all this shit, so she's just who knows, tainted by all the other girls' thoughts and everything, because I thought she kind of had Whitney's back, but...
No, but she does have Whitney's back. She's telling them, I haven't seen Whitney this impulsive before.
Yeah.
And she's saying, like, I haven't given up with her being in the group yet. I just don't know what she needs to apologize.
Right.
You know what I thought about?
Other people need to apologize as well. It's not just Whitney. Like, there's a lot of apologies that need to happen, and then we can all just get along.
Yes.
But that takes, being like a grown up and being responsible and being respectful of others.
Yes.
But here we are.
And you know what I think? We need to have guests on the podcast
Okay.
that disagree with my stance on Whitney, because I need to understand why people don't like her so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of Whitney haters out there, huh?
Yeah, come explain it to me, because so far I don't fucking understand. I'm wrapping my head around it, guys. So if you don't like Whitney, let us know. Mayci said this trip has felt more peaceful because she hasn't had to go from friend group to friend group. So when Whitney is there, she kind of has to, like, comfort Whitney and then, like, go to other
Whitney's
girls.
not there, so she's just hanging out with everybody.
Right. And she's just chilling. Demi thinks that Whitney is not capable of true friendship. She said that until she can see Whitney taking accountability for things, she's done and she's going to take 20 steps back. Essie agrees, and you can see Michaela nodding her head.
Okay.
Michaela was her friend.
Right. Now she's just following along with everybody else.
Yeah, I don't know. The last couple episodes, she's been just shaking her head, agreeing. I don't know. Cuts to Whitney's house. Whitney is doing, like, arts and crafts with her kids. So she, like, is very involved with just doing things with her kids, which is cool.
That's nice.
Connor comes downstairs and tells Whitney that he just got off the phone with Jordan, which is Jesse's husband.
Right. The guy that brought a flask to Zach's graduation party.
Correct.
Okay.
Connor says, I know you're trying to stay away from the drama, but do you want me to tell you what's going on? And of course she goes, yeah. Like, I would be like,
Oh,
yeah.
so, like, Connor and Jordan, like, friends?
I think all the husbands kind of talk to one another, probably to be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
But
I mean, yeah, they are involved in the show, but not on, like, the level that the girls are. So, yeah, maybe they all.
Right. And so
maybe
I don't
they got,
know
like, their Mormon husbands chat group.
Maybe. I mean, Dakota talks to Brett. It seems like Connor talks to Jordan. They kind of all know one another. It seems like a couple people are closer with other people.
Yeah. But it's just funny, like, the women are fighting, and the guys are all, like, talking behind their backs to one another.
Like,
yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell us what he has to say to Connor.
So Connor tells Whitney that Zach went with Dakota to Vegas because Dakota wanted someone with him because of his previous addiction. So he wanted support.
Okay.
So Zach's been gambling the entire time.
Wait, so Dakota has a gambling problem?
No, Dakota had a drug problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew that.
Drinking
I
and
was
drugs.
I was thinking the trip, maybe he had a gambling problem.
No.
And then, like, Zach's the one that's like, well, I'm going to be gambling my ass off. So it's like, that's not the guy to take. Okay, so it's just, he's clean now.
He's clean now.
He
wanted to go to Vegas to be with Taylor, but then he didn't want to be alone.
Because the girls are going to be doing their thing. He needs a guy friend. He needs somebody to keep him straight, keep him clean. Right. And then you Zach just, like, gambling his ass off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then Connor continues to explain that the girls went to Chippendales. They got a VIP package. He mentions them oiling up the men. I guess maybe that's part of the package. He said to help them get ready for the show. Like, maybe that's included. So
yeah, I would assume that, like, that's like probably a common thing. You get the VIP package, you show up early, and you oil these dudes up. Yeah, like so many women out there pay money for that.
Don't want to. I'm just, like, such an awkward person. I'd be like, I don't want to touch you. Hands to self. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to touch anyone. Like, I'm good. I don't want to do that. Oh, I went out to Vegas with Trisha.
You weren't oiling guys up before Chippendale show?
No, we were actually with another friend who wanted to go to strip club, and we settled on doing, like, a topless Cirque du Soleil show. Like, that's what I settled with. I'm like, I will let you go see boobs, and we'll call this even, but I'm not going to a strip club. Just not like that. No, good times. So Connor continues to explain how Dakota and Zach got upset, and then how Zach told Jen that he doesn't want to be married to her. Whitney is flabbergasted and is stunned. Connor asks if she thinks that Zach is being serious. This did rub me the wrong way, guys. I will give Whitney deduct points for this. She goes, I don't know and I don't care. It's not my marriage. Which okay, but the way she said it was kind of harsh.
Okay.
She then continues to say she can see his point because she's not that good of a friend. I'm sorry.
What? Yeah, that's
You want someone to be divorced because they're not a good friend?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, being a good wife, being a good mother, being a good husband combo, and then like being good in a relationship, and then
Yeah.
not being a good friend. So it's like, fuck her.
Right.
I see the point. I
And
don't know. I don't know how he deals with her.
Right? And to me, like, it's personalities, right? Like, you're not going to always get along with someone
Yeah.
in a personal setting, but you can be cordial to them. Whereas, like, your marriage, like, that should be, like, you should be on the same page and get along because you married them.
Yeah, and I mean, you can work through things, but like, don't like wish ill on somebody's marriage because
Right.
you don't like them as a friend.
Right. So that did give me a little bad vibes there.
No more Team Whitney.
No, I still don't think, if this is the villain of this show, this is the lamest villain that's ever been on reality TV, guys. That's my point. I think that Jesse and Demi combo are the real villains here because they're pushing girls to be uncomfortable. They're very aggressive in the way that they talk to you when they don't agree with you. I think that they're the problems. So let's talk about that. That's going to be my stance on that.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is just season 1.
I know we got a long way to go.
We got a ways to go. We got what's out season 2. Is there a 3rd season and then there's a 4th starting this month?
Yeah, it just came out, or it's coming out the 12th.
So we got 2 and 3, and then 4 is coming out this month.
But we're one
episode away
from being done season 1.
From a full season.
Yeah.
Our first season of the podcast.
Yeah.
The pod, as you call it.
Matt hates that, the pod.
Just call it a podcast.
It's short. Welcome to the pod.
It's not like it's a long word. It's 2 syllables. Podcast.
All right. We got to get back in or else we're never going to finish this episode.
Yeah, let's get back to it. The listeners don't want to hear us bicker about the pod.
All right. Welcome back to the pod. Whitney tells Connor that she doesn't want to be around those girls because every time she is, she doesn't feel safe and feels horrible about herself. Connor tells her that it takes a lot of confidence to take a step back from that group and do what's good for her and her family. Whitney says that she loves Mom Talk and what it stands for, and she's done a lot for the platform and could do a lot more for the platform, but she just doesn't know if she can do it with this group of women. Whitney says that she's not going to lie, she does have FOMO about not going on the trip, and Connor then asks, but after hearing what's happening, and she goes, oh yeah, absolutely not, I'm glad I didn't go. And she tells him that Mom Talk isn't what it used to be, and she's not sure we'll ever get back to that.
Okay.
We go back to Vegas, and the girls are at the Airbnb playing pickleball, and Mayci says the vibes are off, and they just need to blow off some steam. She says that Jen is still missing, and she's worried about her. And Mayci says that the fact that she watches too much true crime has her brain spinning. She's like, not that Zach would do that, but I've watched a lot of true crime, so my brain is going places because we haven't heard from her. So,
right, we can relate. You and your true crime podcasts,
I love my
and
true crime podcasts.
yeah, if I ever go missing, number 1 suspect, Michelle.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna do that. Just like my true crime, leave me alone. The girls then change into their bathing suits and go into their hot tub. Michaela says that her skin is breaking, and so that's like the first mention of her skin condition in a while. She looks pretty bad this episode.
She's the sick girl.
Yes.
We haven't talked about her illness in a while.
Yeah, they don't bring it up that often.
Okay. Her skin is breaking.
Yeah, like she definitely has like rashes.
Okay.
I saw a TikTok and someone was saying that she could be allergic to the Botox that she gets because they
maybe she should stop
and they
getting
showed
it.
her like her video of her getting Botox.
Yeah.
And then they're like, and then this TikTok was 12 days later, and the girl was like, I had the exact same thing.
Well, like a reaction.
Right.
Yeah, like that time period later.
Yeah.
So how does she look? Because I remember early on, like the first like 1 or 2 episodes we did, like I called her the sick girl. Like,
yeah.
And then like I forgot about it, and you hadn't mentioned like,
So
has
she's
she
been
like
looking
looked okay?
Yeah, she's been
You
looking
said like
better.
she was looking like rough, like she wasn't looking like she was doing too well.
So she, in the last couple episodes, she's been looking better.
Okay.
This episode, she does not look good.
Not so bueno.
Yeah, her eyes look sunken in. She looks tired.
Poor
you can
girl.
definitely tell her like she has like a little bit of like some sort of rash going on.
Yeah.
So she does not look the best.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know she is getting like her lip fillers like dissolved. Like she's in the active like right now.
Dissolved, like taken out, like what?
Well,
like,
you can't take it out.
You just let it go away, and you don't keep...
like you inject something that dissolves the filler.
Okay.
So she's like actively trying to like get that reduced so it goes away. So
that might be the problem, or adding to the problem.
Probably part of it. Jessie says that with the 6 girls, it's perfect, and she's loving that there's no drama. And she jokes that when Jen and Whitney aren't there, that like nothing happens. Then during this whole conversation, like Leia will say, I'll be upset if she shows up tonight and brings down the vibe. And then Jessie's like, well, also the counter to that is if she shows up and acts like nothing's wrong and says that everything's perfect and fine and Zach understands. And Jessie's like, he doesn't understand.
No way.
Demi interrupts them to say that Jen texted her, and Jen says that she was up all night and it was the hardest conversation that she's ever had to have with Zach. And then Demi responds and says, like, how was the outcome of it? Like, I'm curious how it went. And Jessie in an interview says that her and Jen have different religious views, which has caused problems in the past, and that Zach is the type of person that Jessie hates in the church. She says that Jen likes to call it protective, but she calls it controlling.
Okay.
She said that it's gone on for so long, but Jen hasn't confided in them as friends, and that upsets her. Like, that makes her sad that she can't confide in them. Dakota then shows up at the house. So he's been off by himself. Meanwhile, like, we haven't seen Taylor in a while at the house.
Okay. But yeah, Dakota's like, Zach's gone. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know?
So he shows up to talk to Taylor.
Okay.
Mayci and Michaela tell Dakota that Taylor has been upstairs sleeping for an hour, and then Dakota just like runs past them. Like get away from me, I'm going upstairs.
Coming through.
And Mayci yells, don't start shit. So Dakota runs upstairs and goes into Taylor's room. Taylor is literally like just waking up from a nap, and Dakota lays down in bed with her. Dakota says that he overreacted last night and he wanted to say sorry.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And so Michaela and Mayci are like standing out the door, like listening, and she goes, oh, like that's good that he came to apologize. And then as Dakota's talking and trying to like kind of explain where he's coming from / talk things out, Taylor just starts crying. Like she just starts bawling her eyes out. And I mean, hormones are probably at peak level right now.
Yeah,
like,
she's about to give birth.
His phone alarm starts going off right outside the door, and she goes, oh shit, and then like runs away.
We're caught.
The alarm apparently was the alarm to tell Taylor about the confessional. So she set an alarm like,
oh shit,
like,
she was gonna come and tell Taylor.
Yeah.
Demi talked her into it. The girls are like, you gotta tell her.
Yeah.
She sets an alarm. She's like, I gotta remember to do this.
And it was like alarm to like amp her up, like go do it, go do it.
Shit. So, Dakota's here.
Yeah, and he's apologizing, and she's like,
uh-oh.
So Macy's telling Demi and Michaela, like, I should have done it earlier, because now they're talking things out. There's resolution. No. Now I'm gonna be like, hey, like, guess what I got?
By the way.
So she's like, what the fuck do I do? But then she's like, I don't want her being stressed out while we're here. And then Michaela goes, we have to tell her tonight. Like, we have to tell her tonight because we're going to leave tomorrow. And she is only, at that point, 16 days away from her due date. Like, we have got to tell her tonight.
Jeez.
So it cuts. Yeah.
Wow.
So it cuts back to Taylor and Dakota talking, and Taylor says she's too tired and the problem is deeper than both of them. And Dakota's agreeing, but at this point, Taylor's hysterically crying and saying that they're 17 days away from them having a baby, and they're like so bad right now. And like Mayci and Michaela outside the door, like their faces like are dropping, like they just feel so bad for her.
Yeah, I mean, not only is they're obviously fighting.
Yeah.
They are trying to make up. They know there's issues.
Yeah.
And Macy's got potentially like a bomb to drop.
Yeah.
Potentially, I say, because I still have hope, Yeah.
It's
anonymous. It could be completely made up.
It could be.
I don't know.
Yeah. So Dakota's in there saying he came into the relationship with Taylor being extremely loving, supportive, and committed, and then things just got progressively worse. And Taylor says she doesn't agree with how that happened. He goes, I do. Like, that's exactly how it happened. She goes, no, I let you in, and I put my guard up because of all your lies.
Early on, yeah.
Yeah. So he thinks, like, you were all into this relationship, and you've just, like, slowly backed out. And she goes, no, I let you in, and then I found out your lies, so I put my guard up.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Taylor says to Dakota that they're both really broken, and Dakota agrees. Taylor doesn't know how two broken people can help each other. Taylor wants to pause this conversation and wait till after the baby's here to have these conversations, because right now she's just struggling all day, every day, which I think is fair, being this close to her due date.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
And, like, maybe postpartum isn't the best place to have this conversation, but I think trying to hound a pregnant lady as she's just, like, trying to survive.
Yeah, like let's have this kid. Let's get that started. Let's get through childbirth and, maybe a couple months of this kid. But, I mean, shit, they're probably going to be fighting over every little thing, changing and feeding. And
yeah,
it's never going
to stop.
No, if you can't fix it right now, it's only going to get worse.
Kids are not the answer. The girls are getting ready for a night out and going out to dinner. Jesse asks Taylor how the conversation with Dakota went. So this is at dinner. And Taylor says that she told Dakota that she doesn't want to be like Jen in 5 years. And all the girls were like, yeah. Jen didn't come to dinner, but apparently her and Zach had been talking all day. Taylor says that she's bummed that Zach made Jen feel guilty for doing something that she didn't even plan or know about. Meanwhile, he went
seriously,
out.
I've been saying it the whole time.
All the girls have been saying it, yeah.
Come on, I'm right there with them.
You could be in the mix.
Yeah.
You should be a Mormon wife. Meanwhile, he went out to do things that he's not proud of, aka the gambling. Yeah. So she thinks it's hypocritical.
But he went out there with $2,500 to gamble.
Yeah.
Like, that was known.
Yeah. But he can go do that. If you were going to do that, and that's against the religion, and that's taboo in the religion, then your wife should have something that's taboo against the religion that she's allowed to do.
That's completely fair.
So go to a Chippendale show. Jesse thinks that Jen is enabling Zach by allowing him to gamble. Taylor doesn't think that it's fair, and Mayci asks if Jesse will say something to Jen, and Jesse says that she wants to. Demi decides to call Jen, and Jen answers and says that she just got back to the Airbnb and was going to start getting ready, and she's just like, I just wanted to see like where you guys were at, and if you had already ate. And she says that things between her and Zach are great. It was honestly so needed.
Great.
Yeah, and she's like, things are so great. Like, we just really needed that. We really needed that. Like, things are great. And
this doesn't sound good.
All the girls' faces
doesn't sound good.
Are like, what the fuck? Mayci in an interview says that Jen sounds like she has a gun to her head.
Right?
And it doesn't sound like herself.
Oh my goodness.
All the girls are so confused. Mayci says that Zach dims Jen's light and controls her thoughts, which is everything Mom Talk stands against, since they are about empowering women. She says that that's how Jen is when she's like with Zach, and the girls explain that every time Jen is with Zach, they get like a different version of Jen afterwards, and she's not this like fierce, powerful woman. She's just like this controlled person.
He's just bringing her down, controlling her, filling her head with bullshit. Yeah, that's messed up.
So Jesse says that this was what happened in her relationship with her ex-husband, and her ex-husband was just like this. Jesse said that if Zach is at the house when she goes back, she's going to lose her shit. And then she compares Zach to Ted Bundy because it's always the nice guys.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, they really think that he's going to murder her.
Maybe it happens in season 4.
It does not happen in season 4.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard about it, so it didn't happen in 2 or 3, because we're talking about 1, but I mean, I feel like it would have been news if it was 2 or 3, but maybe it's going to happen in 4. It would have been news if
it was season 4. Jen got murdered.
Let's pump the brakes, all right? I'm not on TikTok, all right?
Oh my gosh. Demi announces that they're going to go to the bars after dinner, and she yells, "Bar hoppin' baby," and Michaela and Taylor look like they're mortified, and then Taylor goes, "I can't, I'm on probation." So I was right.
Oh shit!
I was right.
Yes,
I was right.
Nice.
So, I mean, not only is she 36 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she should be in the bar anyway, but
they show the girls like walking down the street, And Taylor's on the end, and she's like holding her bump, and it's all these girls in these skimpy like dresses,
Yeah.
Vegas baby, and then she's there with her giant bump, like walking down the street, and they're all laughing and having fun. But I'm like, it just made me laugh. It's like going out, and then there's Taylor.
Oh man, it's like in Casino, the movie Casino, where like he's explaining where like Vegas used to be like awesome, and then it turned into like families and like
Yeah.
old people, and like, it's like people coming in walkers and shit, and it's like
Oh, yeah.
not what it used to be.
That's my kind of Vegas. I like it slow and steady. So Michaela and Mayci decide to hang back with Taylor as the other girls go to the bar.
Okay, this seems like it would be a great time to tell Taylor
Hey, you're catching
about
You're jumping ahead.
what's going on.
You're jumping ahead.
Just saying. I mean, I don't know if I was Mayci, if I'd tell her now without all the other girls there. Save on the drama.
So Mayci does say that this would be her only option to tell Taylor about the confession. Jesse yells, "We'll be back soon. I'm gonna go get wasted." So they all go to the bar, and then Michaela, Mayci, and Taylor are like walking down the street, and then Michaela looks over and goes, it's like a giant neon sign. It just says "Enter the Puss," and then Mayci goes, "We're definitely not in Utah anymore." Taylor calls them out immediately, saying that they're acting weird and look weird once they sit down at the place that they're chilling at. And Mayci says that she needs to tell Taylor something. Mayci tells Taylor that she got a confession about Dakota, and then she asks Taylor if she wants to read it, and Taylor says yes. And Mayci reads Taylor the confession. Taylor says she's in shock and she doesn't know what to think. She would like to think that it's not true, but with everything that has happened, it could be true.
Yeah, I mean, your mind's definitely saying it's true based on previous things, and it's just how it's going to work out in your mind for sure.
Yeah, you're like wheels are spinning. You're thinking about it. Like you've already been lied to before. You know that he had been hooking up with girls at the beginning. Taylor does point out that the message says accidentally slept with, and she goes, accidentally? Like, how do you accidentally sleep with someone?
Well, it's kind of like how Taylor got pregnant. Didn't her father say that, like, Dakota tripped and fell?
He tripped and fell.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Like,
oh, that was an accident. What, did you trip and fall? She tells the girls that at this point she's so tired, and that if that is true, she will be done with him. Jen shows up at the bar to meet Jesse, Demi, and Layla out. Jen says that her and Zach talked everything out, and he ended up apologizing. She's excited to tell the girls that they pretty much worked everything out.
Wow. He apologized, huh?
Apparently, according to Jen.
There was no video of this. The cameras didn't go with Jen to...
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Jen asks Demi if there has been any drama, and Demi goes no. And Jen goes, really, the whole day? And she goes, yeah. Isn't that funny that when you and Whitney are gone, we don't have drama? And she goes, oh, stop it.
Funny how that works out.
Demi then says she's shocked that Zach let Jen out of his sight tonight. Demi says she doesn't think that Jen understands how serious the situation is. They go to meet up with the other girls at the little fire pit place that they're sitting at. So all 7 girls now are together.
Oh, with Taylor and Mayci
and
Michaela. Okay.
Jen asks Taylor if it was a long day for her, and Taylor says yes. Taylor's curious how Jen's day went, and Jen tells the girls that Zach knows he's in the wrong. She says that yes, he has these narcissistic traits about him, and they come out every month or so, but it's something that they're working on, and he understands that he can't be acting like that, basically. And Jen cuts to an interview, and Jen says that Zach knows he handled the situation poorly. She tells the girls that she's never met anyone that loves her more than him, and Demi says, but you got married at 20, and Jen says, yeah, 100% agree, and the girls aren't buying it.
He told you 24 hours ago that he doesn't love you.
Yeah.
This is pretty fucked up. But okay. All right.
Demi then tells Jen that this is the problem with the church because everyone's getting married before their brains are developed, and that she shouldn't feel trapped just because she has kids with him. Jesse tells Jen that they're all disgusted with Zach. Jen in an interview says that it's hard to hear them bash on Zach, and she feels very defeated. She feels like they do validate a lot of her feelings that she's had, and now she's wondering if it's a deal breaker. Jen isn't like arguing with them, like she's agreeing with them.
Yeah.
And she said that it took her providing for her family and having kids to realize that she has a voice, and that Zach is just seeing the side of her for the first time in their marriage.
Okay.
So they're working through it because it is bringing out this narcissistic tendency in Zach because he doesn't have control over her anymore.
Right.
Jen says that she loves Zach so much and she loves her kids so much, and they're working through this. Like, she's like, this is something we're working through. Like, we are working through this new side of me because 4 years ago, I wasn't like this, and I let him control me. So I think she's just trying to do the best.
Yeah.
And trying to work through it while not just giving up on her marriage. And so when she goes that she loves her kids so much, Jesse interrupts and asks Jen, she's like, Jen, are you okay if your kids learn this behavior? Or are you okay if your kids learn that it's okay to be treated this way? And Jen says, no, not at all. At this point, Demi and Jesse, and the way that they're saying these things are almost yelling at Jen. They're loud. They're coming at her. They're like, the likelihood of him changing is slim to none. A narcissist never changes. And Jen, you need to, you're not adding up the pieces. You're not adding up the pieces. And they're like,
jeez,
it's just, just a lot. And, this girl, looks defeated. None of the other girls are saying anything. Ayla looks like she's zoned out of this conversation. Jesse says that they have the right to be upset with Zach because of what he said about all of their marriages, which... yeah, you can, but she's already fighting for her marriage right now. Let's not pile on.
Yeah.
I'm a big thing of, don't pile onto something that's not resolved. Let's resolve this, the more important part, and then we can address this.
Then we can move to the others, yeah.
And then, so Jen just starts crying. Taylor is consoling her. Michaela, lays her head on her. And then Demi goes, oh, sorry, baby girl. And she goes, and this is exactly what mom talk is for. So girls aren't doing this alone. You just pounded her.
Yeah.
I don't, and I don't know. This whole episode, just Jesse and Demi, I just don't like them.
Yeah.
Your intentions might be good, but you need to work on your delivery, because that's harsh.
Yeah. I mean, it's reality TV too, so it's edited, it's made to look a certain way.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
So
that's the end of the episode.
That's it, huh?
That's it. But we end in Vegas.
So this whole episode was in Vegas.
Yeah.
With a little bit of Whitney in there. Again.
Yep.
Just like last episode, a little bit of Whitney.
Yep.
A little sprinkle of Whitney.
A little sprinkle.
Was there a preview of next week's episode?
Yeah.
It's not like it's next week. I mean, this shit happened a while ago. We're just talking about it now, and, which is great because people are rewatching. It's like you were listening to your Pod Meets World.
Yeah.
And rewatching all your Boy Meets World episodes. Yeah. I feel like we're kind of doing the same thing here.
A little bit.
People are rewatching season 1 with us right now.
Well, especially with season 4 coming out so soon. If you've never seen the series and you want to start.
Oh, you haven't heard of it, and you see season 4. You just see the ads and you're like, shit, season 4. Well, I got to binge 1, 2, and 3. Right. And it's weird that they come out as a season.
Yeah.
It's not even they come out as, it's like when we binged Tiger King during COVID.
God. Oh my God. I didn't get out of bed for 3 days.
I just laid there with the cats watching Tiger King all day long.
So bad. That was really bad.
I am never going to financially recover from this. I mean, it was a great show. It was awesome.
Great. Carol Baskin. Anyways, yes, there was a preview for next week. Jen confronts Zach about how mom talk is important to her, and in the preview, Zach says, I don't care. So I guess we'll get into that conversation.
So it's not all great in the Jen and Zach household.
And then there's some sort of party that happens. I think it's Michaela's birthday.
I hope nobody else is getting anything cut off or removed or stitched up or...
I think it's Michaela's birthday, and then if this happens again, this is the end of Demi for me then. Demi's saying if Whitney walks through that door, or if Whitney doesn't walk through that door, we're all going to unfollow her. And then Whitney walks through the door and she goes, what is she doing here? Why the fuck is she here?
Just like the divorce party.
Just like the divorce party.
Where Layla wanted her there. She's like, she's not going to show up because she's going to be uncomfortable. And then she shows up and she's like, what the fuck is she doing here?
And then she's sitting in the group and they're like, why are you here? Michaela's not even your friend.
Michaela is her friend.
She thinks so.
Demi's such a bitch.
So then, but it's all of them. It's Jesse saying that. It's Demi saying
jeez.
that. So then Whitney gets up and leaves. You guys, if that is next week's, this might be the end of Secret Lives of Mormon. No, I'm kidding.
No, this is the end of season 1.
No, this is the end of season 1. But
then we got to start season 2, and it's what, 10 episodes?
If that is next week, we have to have people on to defend the fact that Whitney is a bad person.
Yeah. Because
I need to understand.
Guests. So season 2, is it 10 episodes?
11.
11. That's a weird number. Okay.
Well, it's 10 with a reunion.
Oh, a reunion.
Yeah. There's not one for season 1.
We had to get the band back together. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I guess we'll so we're going to end season 1 next week.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. All right. Well, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Please follow us on Instagram at Reality Hits Matt. That's Reality Hits MAT. If you want to comment, drop us an email, give us some questions, maybe sign up to be a guest and, beat up on Whitney.
We'll put a poll.
Maybe we'll put a poll on Instagram. But shoot us an email, realityhitsmatt@gmail.com. And we really appreciate everybody for listening. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.